We are given two functions, f and g. We need to find the convolution of f and g, and then find the Laplace transform of the convolution. Let's do the first question. Recall that f star g, the convolution of f and g, depending on the question. This question doesn't matter, but you can use the commutative properties to find g star f. They are equal. So in case you have the function where you find that this one is easier, you can use this, although we don't need to use this here. F star g is integral. This is a definition of convolution from 0 to t of f of tau g of t minus tau d tau. Now let us do the computation. Psi f is psi of t, g is cosine of t. We do convolution. This is 0 to t psi of tau times cosine of tau times g of t minus tau cosine t minus tau d tau. So now you have sine of an angle times cosine of an angle. Sine A cosine B is 1/2 sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. So we will use this here. In this case, you think of A here as tau and B here as t minus tau. Using this formula, you have interval 0 to t. 1/2, you let it out of the interval. Inside you have sine of the sum of two angles. Tau plus t minus tau plus sine of the subtraction. Tau minus t minus tau d tau. So let's compute this. One half integral from 0 to t sine of t plus sine of 2 tau minus t d tau. Remember that we are working with tau here. 1/2 sine of t times tau, because we are doing derivative in tau here, d tau, minus cosine 2 tau minus t, so we need 1/2 out there, minus 1/2 out there, and tau from 0 to t equal to 1/2 t times sine t minus 1/2 cosine 2t minus t cosine t. So that is for the upper limit. For the lower limit, you have 0 times sine of t minus 1/2 cosine of 2 times 0 minus t, so minus t. And we have 1/2 t sine t minus 1/2 cosine t minus 0 plus 1/2 cosine minus t. So remember that cosine t and cosine minus t are equal. So we have minus this plus itself. So these two terms cancel out. 1/2 t sine t. So this is the convolution of sine t, convolution of the two functions sine t and cosine t. That answers the very first question here. For the second question, we need to find Laplace transform of f star g. Laplace transform f star g is Laplace transform of f times Laplace transform of g. So in our case, f of t is psi of t, g of t is cosine of t. So we do Laplace transform of psi of t, which is 1 over s squared plus 1 squared, and Laplace transform cosine of t is s over s squared plus k squared, 1 squared. So we found these two, and you multiply that together, you get the Laplace transform of the convolution psi t cosine t is Laplace transform psi t times Laplace transform cosine t, which gives us 1 over s squared plus 1 times s over s squared plus 1, and it is s over s squared plus 1 squared. So this is the answer.